morning, CHS. I'm Kaylin.
And I'm Kendall.
And now it's time for CHS Today. The blood drive is on Wednesday, April 17th. General guidelines for blood donations are good general health, feeling well, and being 17 years old at least. 16-year-olds must have signed parental consent forms, which will be in the media center, guidance, and the front office after spring break. Also, you need to weigh at least 110 pounds and bring an official photo ID that has your photo, name, and birthday, like a driver's license. If you don't have one, you can bring a copy of your transcript. Get that from Mrs. Bomber or guidance.
NHS members, Alquina is looking for volunteers to help with events at the Alquina Park on Monday, April 8th from 11 to 3. Please sign up on Mrs. Bomber's wall.
Are you interested in playing the first trading card game in the world? On Tuesday, April 9th, during SRE in W262, Mrs. Bomber's room, the Magic the Gathering Club will be hosting their spring call-out meeting. Whether you are brand new to the game or a longtime player, come to the meeting to learn and play. Free cards, desk boxes, sleeves, and other gaming goodies are provided Thanos to the Magic Kids charity. We hope to see you there.
There will be a study SRE meeting for the Fine Arts Academic team on Thursday, April 4th in JA 201.
On this wonderful, cloudy day, here's Mr. Russell with his weekly report.
Good morning, CHS. This is Mr. Russell for another weekly Russell Report. We've returned from spring break. Hopefully everyone had a restful and relaxing spring break. Remember, we only got 7 more weeks of school left, so be sure that you're working hard on your grades and keeping up with that and trying to stay off the SRE list. Some other announcements will be made for seniors here down the road about the parade and things like that once we get a date for that. We are almost done with our March Madness brackets, and so far, as for the school bracket, the leaders are Clayton Pitcher, and it looks like Zachary Earlywine are leading. However, if Purdue wins it, then it looks like Logan Young may end up being our champion. And if UConn wins it, then it looks like Garrett Pearson may end up being our champion. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a lot of fun, so stay tuned. And that's all I have for this week. Take care.
On Tuesday, April 9th, academic teams will travel to Union County for their last 5-way meet of the season before the regional meet. Everyone will gather in the cafeteria at 3:30 and will leave around 4 o'clock.
On this day, 5 members of the Afrikaner resistance movement were sentenced to 26 years in prison for killing 21 people in 3 1994 bombings. The white extremists were part of an effort by right-wing elements to disrupt South Africa's first all-race parliamentary elections. Of the 13 others who were put on trial, 4 were acquitted and 5 given prison sentences of a minimum of 3 years. The sentencing of 4 others was suspended because they had escaped.
National news for today is Taiwan had one of its strongest earthquakes in 25 years and were killed during the earthquake. The magnitude of the earthquake was 9.4 and struck Wednesday off Taiwan, and it injured hundreds on top of the 9 that were killed. The quake happened about 8 a.m. at the depth of 21 miles. It was about 11 miles southwest of Hailing City on the island's east coast.
The president of Botswana has threatened to send 20,000 elephants to Germany in a dispute over conservation. Earlier this year, Germany's Environment Ministry suggested there should be stricter limits on importing trophies from hunting animals. The president said elephant numbers had exploded as a result of conservation efforts, and hunting helped keep them in check. Botswana is home to about a third of the world's elephant population, with over 130,000 more than it has space for.
Lunch for tomorrow will be meatballs marinara with spaghetti served with bread, garlic bread, peas, and carrots. Other options include chicken nuggets or mini turkey corn dogs, both served with a side of seasoned waffle fries.
It's freezing cold again. Do you think it will actually snow, Trot?
No, guys, I don't think it will. As we look later in the night, about 5 p.m., it's going to be 71 degrees with a 40% chance of rain. Tonight, about 10 p.m., it's going to be 56 degrees with a 60% chance of wintry mix. Then tomorrow morning, it's going to be even colder at 40 degrees with a 40% chance of wintry mix. It's going to be a high of 43 and a low of 36 with a 60% chance of wintry mix. On Friday, It's going to be a high of 48 and a low of 31. It's going to be cloudy. And then on Saturday, it's going to be a little warmer with a high of 54 and a low of 34. The sun's going to come back out. It's going to be partly cloudy. That's all I got for the weather. Now back to the desk for sports.
Thanks, Trot.
Now over to Brady with sports.
Sports action for tonight is girls tennis at home against Northeastern at 5 and JV softball away versus Grandfield Central at 5:30. Sports action for tomorrow is boys track and field at home against Centerville at 5, varsity baseball away against Batesville at 5:30, JV baseball at home against Batesville at 6, varsity softball away against Yorktown at 6, and JV softball at home against Mount Vernon. That's all for sports. Now back to the desk for birthdays.
Birthdays for today are Ellie Lakes and Carter Gilliam.
Birthdays for tomorrow are Gavin Connor, Sean Evans, Hayden Lynn, and Alyssa Overman. Happy birthday.
I'm Kaylin.
I'm Kendall.
I'm Brady.
I'm Trot.
And that's all for CHS today.